powerful scriptures in just a moment. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Paul is unpacking what this love, what this mature love, what this perfected love, what this life looks like when we've taken up permanent residence in a life of love. When we abide, to use the language of John chapter 15, when we abide in Him, in a God who is love. This is what that love looks like, and also what it doesn't look like in people's lives. From verse 4. Love endures long and is patient and is kind. Love is enduring and patient and kind. Love never is envious or boils over with jealousy. It's never boastful or vainglorious. Literally means conceited. Does not display itself as haughty or of somebody who is self-important. Verse 5. It is not conceited, arrogant and inflated with pride. There should be no arrogance about any believer. There should be no sense of self-importance about anyone who has captured the heart of our God, who is love. It is not rude. Anyone ever met a rude Christian? I've met plenty. I see some of them on Facebook who think they have a right to be rude to people. This love is not rude. It's not unmanly. Doesn't act unbecomingly. Love, God's love in us, does not insist on its own rights or its own way, because it's cross-like love, sacrificial love. It's love that's happy to wash the feet, the dirty feet of the sinner and the broken and the hurting and the lost. I love that. I love that. God's love in us doesn't insist on its own right or its own way. It's not self-seeking. It's not touchy or fretful or resentful. Do you like the language of the Amplified? It's so good. It's not touchy. Everyone ever met a touchy Christian? You say something, bang, they explode. Or they want to have an argument with you, or they want to whatever. It's not fretful or resentful. It takes no account of evil done to it. It pays no attention to a wrong suffered. Lord, help us to live like that. Help us to live like that. It doesn't rejoice at injustice or unrighteousness, but rejoices when right and truth prevail. Love bears up under anything and everything that comes, even a pandemic. Is ever ready, is always ready to believe the best of every person. Of every person. It's people in the church, not just our neighbours and our friends. Every person. Every person. Its hopes are fatalist under all circumstances, and it endures everything without weakening. Love, this love that we're talking about, this life of love when we take up permanent residence in His love, this love never, ever fails. It never fades out or never becomes obsolete or comes to an end. This type of love, agape is the Greek word for that love. It's God type of love. We can't work this love up in our own strength. We don't see this love in the world. It's not the sort of love maybe we experienced even growing up in family. This love is God's love, and it's God's love in us and flowing through us. And this is the love that changes the world. This is transformational love. It changes people. It changes us. It changes the world. And so if love never fails, then what does fail is the antithesis of this. It's the opposite of this that we see in this passage. Self-seeking, touchy, rude, inflated with pride, arrogant, always wanting our own way, resentful. All of these things are the things that cause God's love or the message of the gospel to break down. And you see it